morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me. My name is Lillian. What is your name and where are you watching me from? It's an afternoon here. Actually, we are heading to evening. It's 4:30 in our country, and so it's almost evening. I'm happy. I'm just from church, and I feel blessed. The word of today was my word, and I'm happy to have attended the service. So I hope you also went to church and you are blessed. The word that was shared today was your Rema word. And yes, so welcome to my videos. These are a platform where we talk about everything good about us human and everything that will make us a better people. So I don't have a specific niche that I can say my niche is human based, but we talk about things to do with human, to do with lifestyle, to do with our identity, to do with natural hair. So today I have just thought of talking about the teenage. I think my videos more revolve around these young people because those are my clients, and I find it fulfilling talking about them, understanding their psychology, understanding their lifestyle. And so today I come to talk about a teenage girl. So if you're a parent there, you have a teenage girl in the house, or a preteen, someone who is approaching teenage, this video is for you, and you can either agree or question about what I am about to talk about, the teenage girl and how to live with a teenage in the house. Yes, so if you're there, share with your friends, your parents, friends, teenager. If you're watching this, confirm whether what I'm speaking about is what is happening to you as a girl. So yes, that is our today's topic. Imagine a teenage girl, so that as parents we may know who we have in the house and how to handle her in the house. I'm not yet a parent to a blood teenage, but we are heading there. But I've interacted with so many teenagers and I just love their energy. And that is why I'm here to talk about a teenage girl. As a parent, what do you expect in a teenage girl? Your girl is growing to become a teenage, and teenage starts from the age of 13 to 19. So between these years, a lot happen to our girls, and this is a point at which you can mold this girl to be a confident lady, or you can kill the esteem in that girl. So we have to be very careful of what we speak to them and how we handle them. We should handle them with love. We should handle them with care. We should handle them with understanding. And we should also discipline them. It's time to lay, boundaries on how far is too far. Okay. So I want to talk about around 5 changes that will happen to a teenage girl. And when you have this knowledge, it will be good for you as a parent. There are so many changes that are happening in that girl's life, in that girl's body, and at times they are overwhelmed by these changes. And if you don't understand them at that point, you might end up being stressed. Today I was sharing with a friend of mine, and we were talking about how every stage has its own challenges. The stage that I am in as a parent is that stage of where you are able to counsel a child and he or she listens. You are able to tell them not to do this, and without questioning they don't do. That is where I am as a parent. I know it's coming a time when I will be in that stage where I tell a child don't do this and they question me why. At times they even do it. So every stage of a child has its own challenges. What I'm going through now as a young parent will be different when my daughter and my sons or my daughters get to that teenage age, get to the youth age. So I am learning the psychology of a human being and every stage that this person is in. So I might feel like I'm in the roughest stage of my life, yet as a parent there is a tougher stage that is ahead of me. So when I learn how these people are, I might be able to parent them in a better way. So if you're there with me, a young parent, there is work ahead of us. If you're there as a teenage parent and you are now walking the journey with a teenage in the house, you can also changia. You can comment and tell us, how do you deal with teenage girls? Okay, because what I have done is research and also experience that I have had with them at my place of work, in church, around here, but in the house I don't have a teenage. What I'm giving is what I am learning, I am studying, is what I'm getting from books. But at the same time, I don't want to say that if I were to wake up today, tomorrow, and find a teenage in the house, I'll not be able to manage. I have knowledge. I'll be able to handle them. So, parent, kuja, call another one, call another one, call another one. We learn these girls. What is happening in these girls? You might have had the privilege when you are a teenager of somebody walking you through the journey of teenagehood. Some are not privileged. You are just realizing something has happened to you. You don't know how to handle it. And so, because of that, I feel I should share so that even when they are getting to that stage, this video can share even with your girls, that they may listen and know what they expect. And those who are already there, they understand what they are going through better. So some of us had somebody to walk us through that stage. Some did not, and they made mistakes and they overcame. So let us learn together. So parents, share this video. Please share. I told you I give free knowledge. I don't charge. I give free knowledge because that is my profession and I like it when I tell somebody something and it becomes of great help in their lives. If it were not for the knowledge that I received at the teenage age, maybe I'll not be the way I am today. So I would like first to appreciate, as I'm shooting this video, I know my parents are not on Facebook, but let me appreciate them in absentia. They really held my hand. My dad would sit me down and he would tell me things that maybe another father would not be able to tell them. My mom would also talk to me so much. And I believe that, you know, that close relationship with my parents, I am who I am today. Because one, when a teenage knows that there's somebody who is holding his or her hand and is, you know, the first cheerleader is with you, they are able to navigate the teenage life and overcome it confidently. Why? They'll be able to ask you questions. These questions might be very deep, but because they know you are a friend, they will be able to listen and they'll have the confidence to talk. So let us be our children's friends, so that when they get to this stage, they shall not look for information elsewhere. They shall get the first information from us parents. Even for dads, don't shy off from talking to your girl. There is nothing as sweet, I can confirm this, as hearing counseling from a dad. So even if you're watching this video and you're a father, do not take this video to your wife and tell her to listen to talk to your daughter. Do it yourself. There's a statement that my father used to tell me, and I think I apply it to date, that I am beautiful. I wish you can hear my dad say that. He used to tell me, and I know I'm still very beautiful. He used to confirm to me that I am beautiful. And my dad is that kind of a person who, the other day we were talking with him and he told me he's a BBC, born before computer. So he never knew things to do with makeup, needs things to do with perfumes. And so as he was talking to me, he will tell me, you're a black beauty, you know. So me, I grew without makeup, by the way. I grew without lipstick. I grew without what do we call it? Let me say generally, I grew without makeup, because my dad would always confirm that I am beautiful. The natural me is very beautiful. And I would feel very proud of myself. And I'm like, wow, that talk or those words sank so deep in me. And I believe, Dad, you played a big role in building my confidence and my self-esteem. The same way with my mom. We are close, very close to date with both my parents. My mom is like a sister to me. So when I would go through a challenge, she would be the first person to help me out. And she would, you know, guide me with love. She was tough. My mom is tough. She is tough. Actually, we feared her more than dad. But at the same time, she is a friendly woman, a God-fearing woman. And she would sit me down and she would like to know, am I seeing a boy in my life? Yes. And how far have we gone with that boy? What are we doing? So you're even accountable of your daily actions, because you know somebody will question you at the end of the day. And I found that so helpful. I didn't feel like they're intruding. There was a point you would feel like they're getting so much into your life, but at the same time it helped me a lot. So I'd like to thank you, Dad and Mom. May the Lord bless you. I am the way I am today because of your guidance, your counseling, your love, and your unending counseling one after another. I appreciate and I am happy. I hope I'll be able to do the same to my own children. So parents, you may think you're just parenting, but the impact you're causing in your child's life is permanent. There are things to date I don't do, because even if I dare, I hear the voice of my mom. For example, let me give an example. I've told you my parents are not very young. I'm also not very young, and I've been brought up in the village. Not so much interior, but it's in the village. My parents are Christians, diehard Christians. And I remember there was a time we were going for a camp, KSCF camp. And I had just closed school. I was in high school. And in high school, I learned there was something called, how are we calling those trousers? What star? Something star. There were tight ups on the thighs, and huko chini there were flares. Tulikuwa tunaziita something stars. I actually even forgot about them. And because I was studying my high school was far from home, I would get to town so that I may board a vehicle to my school, and vice versa when I'm closing. I saved for that term. It was that term. And when I was going home, I bought that jeans. Somebody remind me on the comment section. I bought that jeans and I wore it on that evening I was being taken for the camp by my dad. My dad did not notice, but my mom came home before we left the house. And you know, she told me to remove that trouser. It was tight. She told me to remove that trouser. So in our home, you couldn't wear tight trousers. I'm the only daughter. You couldn't wear tight trousers. You couldn't wear mini skirts. You couldn't wear clothes that would expose your cleavage. And up to date, I can't wear something far above my knee. I have the freedom to do so. I live alone, like I have my own family, but there are things that I cannot do. I cannot. Why? Because discipline was instilled while I was still a teenage. So those are the impacts that I'm saying. Parents, let us speak to our children. They may depart from it, but they will always come back. The voice of a parent will always speak to that teenage, and especially our girls. And also our boys, they're also sensitive. I'll talk about boys in the next video. So with that, I can now get to the points that I had prepared for today of what to expect in a teenage girl. One, we expect physical changes. You expect this girl to some sprout. They become tall all of a sudden. She goes to school and she's coming back, she's very tall. Some will become plump. Others will be slender and tall. Those are the physical changes that we expect. We expect their breasts to start growing. So, and some of these things are very sensitive to them. You'll find that some, when they start growing breasts, they'll tend to hide them because it's something they are not used to. They'll tend to hide them. And in the process of hiding them, they may develop a walking style that is not okay. So if you see your daughter is starting to hide, bringing the shoulders forward so that the chest can sink inside and the people around cannot see the breasts, talk to that child and confirm to them that they are being molded to become a woman. Let them be confident about their chest area, because these things are necessary in future. These are it's food being prepared for future babies. Now, that's the other thing. So that is about physical. Some will start menses at that very tender age. Teach them what are menses and what do they signify in the life of a girl. Teach them how to dress during that period they have menses. Those are the expected changes, the physical changes. So as a parent, we have a role to play in this girl's life, and we should start these teachings very early as possible. The other change is emotional changes. Parents for teenage girls, you can confirm to me. You wake up one day, this girl is not talking to you. There is mood swing. She's sad all of a sudden. She does not want to talk to you. So as a parent, understand these girls, that they are going through emotional changes, and there is hormonal change in their system. So there is fluctuation of emotions and mood swings. The third thing is social changes. Social changes is about the friends that they walk to. They establish more complex friendship with people around them, the peer. So they also want to seek independence from parents. They don't want to dwell so much with their parents. They don't want to walk with their parents. They want to walk with their peers. So if you notice that, just guide them to make the right choices of friends. The other change that I can talk about is cognitive change. Cognitive change is about their ability to think. They are making more complex decisions, and that is where a teenage is able to ask you, why are you telling me not to do this, and why are you telling me to do this? Because they are forming cognitive abilities. So it's good to give them, when you see that, it's good to allow them to make choices on their own as a parent. Let them make choices, and that they may learn from those choices, from those experiences. Okay, so those are the changes that I wanted to talk about. The five, there are five. The other one is body image. Yes, the last one is body image. I can talk about the body image. How does that teen feel about himself or herself? Today we are talking about girls. How does she feel about herself? The body will change from the childhood to teenagehood. So how does she feel about herself? It's the responsibility of a parent to build confidence in that girl. Even if she's plump, let her not be bullied out there, and when she comes home there is no comfort. So let us comfort them, let them appreciate their body image, and also learn. You know, the media has a lot of influence, and our children are so much exposed to media. So she will do her best maybe to cut weight, and maybe because of the changes in her body, the weight might go up and up and up. Some would like to add weight and it's not adding up. So it's us as parents to encourage them to accept their body as it is. If it is plump, to accept it. If it is slender, to accept it. So we should, as parents now, what should we do? What should we do to foster growth and positive growth in our teenage girls? So have open communication with them, create platform, be friends with your girl, be friends with your daughter, that she can open up her thoughts to you, she can open up her feelings to you. So with that open communication, you'll know where your daughter is at in that body change, in that transformation. So create open communication, active listening. I don't know what is eating me up here. Active listening. Give them your ear, let them speak, learn what they want with their lives. So be keen with what they say. Be very keen with what they say, what they tell you. The other point that we can do as parents is to educate them. Let them learn from us. We educate them what is teenage, what is expected of them, how they should conduct themselves in this period of being a teen. They are being molded to become a youth and later to become parents like us. So they should lay a good foundation. That can only happen when we educate them. We should also respect their privacy. If your child does not want you at the moment, they want to be alone, it's good to give them that privacy. Provide them with privacy. If it is their room, knock while entering. Don't just come and, give them that privacy. Remember, we are molding these people to become independent people in future. So respect their privacy. But by respecting privacy, you should do it with wisdom. Know what your child is doing, but also give her personal space. The other thing is that we should be role models. We should be role models. Let us be an example to them. You have heard me refer to my parents because they were role model then. As I was growing, when I was in that age, they are still a role model to me. When I become of their age, I watch what they do. So let us be role models, positive role model. What we tell them not to do, it should not also be with us, because I've said they are in that cognitive change where they think critically. They will question you. You tell me to do this, you tell me not to wear this, and you're wearing this, mom, or you'll tell them, yes, you'll do that when you come of age. But what does that tell you about that child? She is not relating with what you're saying because of how you are doing things. And I said that our children tend to buy more what we do rather than what we say. Another thing we should encourage is independence, let them be independent. Give them a chance to make choices as you are following up. Let them make choices, and out of these choices, if they mess up, they'll learn from their choices. We should work with them. We should not allow them to blunder, but at the same time, give them a chance. If your child tells you, Mom, I want to pursue this, Dad, I want to pursue this, do not convince them the opposite. If that child is able to pursue that career, let them venture into it. If they are making choices about friends and the friends that they are choosing are good, let them choose. Okay, so give them that independence where they can make their own choices. Then support networks. Yes, help them to come up with positive friends that can help them. So be there to support them. And finally, encourage healthy relationship. Encourage healthy relationship with the peers. Connect them with role models that they can walk the journey with. If your child admires a certain person because of the achievement she has made or he has made, connect them. Let them have a one-on-one conversation, a face-to-face conversation with these people they call their role models. And at the end of the day, there are things that they will buy. So with that, we shall help our girls become better people. We shall help our girls become independent ladies in future, ladies that are confident about themselves and all that. So with that, allow me to cut this video and continue in the next one about a teenage boy. Remember, we are raising girls and we are raising boys, and all of them are our children, and they are equal in the eyes of God, and we should take care of both parties. There is no party that we say is harder than the other one in teenage, that this one can do it on himself, this one cannot do it on herself. Let us offer guidance, let us offer counseling to both. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye. Share this video with another parent, with a friend, with anybody, with everybody. Share with everybody. Let this information reach to as many people as possible. And also, if you have something that I have not said and you feel it's important, you can put it in the comment section so that when people are watching it, they can read it from the comment section. So to those parents who are bringing up, who have teenagers already in the house, big up to you. You're doing a great job. I know it's not very easy, but you'll make it. If you made it as a parent, your child will also make it. For us who are getting closer and closer to that stage, we know that with information, we shall be able to bring them up in the right way. To those who went through it and they overcame, you have youths in the house. We are looking up to you people to guide us. To those that don't have youths, they are married, your children are married, they are all gone, you've remained home with your spouses. Wow, I admire you. Our time is coming, and as we walk this journey, we might seek for your advice. So thank you very much for watching. It's bye-bye for now. Allow me to go. We shall meet in the next video.